Hello folks, this is John Oakes here with Hankster's Hot Rods today in Homer City, Pennsylvania. That is the showroom we're coming to you from, and we are going to go over this very nice vehicle here that I have sitting beside me. This vehicle comes to us by way of consignment, and it is a 1967 Dodge Coronet RT. And before we go any further, I want to just make aware that this is a real Coronet RT according to the VIN tag and according to the fender tag and all the decoding that we've done on the car. Now you can see that this car here is done in the black exterior. I will tell you this, according to the decode, this would not have been the original color, but they did a very good job here with the paint. So they did, they did everything on the car and they did it right. It would have originally been, I believe, like a copper metallic color along with the interior there, but the way they've done it up looks very, very nice, very, very classy here. So, like I said, 67 Coronet RT. You can see that our RT Coronet here's got the louvered hood there to give it the appearance of the scoops there. Kind of a nice look there to kind of give, just distinguish it, get it apart from all the other ones out there. As far as the rest of the body work, the panels, panel fitment, alignment, all of that stuff. As we walk around, you'll be able to notice all of the gaps, which I'll point most of this stuff out, but all the gaps, elevations, body lines, everything is adjusted very, very nicely on the car. Tight gaps, body lines all match, elevations are dead on. So again, all the panels, again, this is a big car and done in black. It is very hard to hide things with anything on this particular car, and there's nothing to hide. This car is nice and straight down the sides, and you'll see that as we walk around. All of our bright work, the bumpers, the trim, all the moldings, all of that's in good shape, and we can actually start by showing you with the wheel lip moldings. Wheel lip moldings are on this car on all four corners of the car, all in great shape, very polished up, really, really nice there. And as you can see, wheels and tires kept it kind of that classic look here with the Magnum 500 15-inch wheels with center caps. And of course you see there the red line tires. Those are in fact Goodyear polyglass bias ply tires. They're G70 15s for the size, and they're in excellent condition on this car. Again, they're keeping it look all original here with the way that they have this car set up. As we work our way back a little bit, again, as I said, all of our gaps here, nice and tight here. You can see how nice those gaps are on the front as well as the back of the door there. Again, elevations all line up perfectly and body lines as well. Our car does only have the driver's side mirror here. Nice chrome round mirror. The glass in there is in great shape. The rest of the glass on the car as we walk around, you'll notice it's in great shape too. No chips or cracks or scratches to go over on it. Looks very nice. Slightly tinted here, and again, all of our molding, all of our trim work, nice and straight, polished up, very nice. I'll always run my finger through this rain gutter here, and it is nice and smooth as we go around there, so no issues there. Even your door handles, no pitting on those whatsoever. Those look great. So let's go ahead and open our door up. We'll take a look at this interior, which I think looks very, very nice in this car. So you see here, this would have been the factory color interior. So it's got that copper color interior, the front bucket seats, full length center console there for the automatic shifter. It is the factory dash, all factory instrumentation, AM, FM radio over there. Like I said, everything's factory in there. The steering wheel, that automatic shifter. It does in fact though only have seat belts on the driver's side seat. All of your carpeting also is in great shape. The upholstery, no rips or tears in that. And you can see even the door panels are in great shape. Even the armrests, that's where you usually see some wear and tear there, but nothing on these. They look great. You also notice that it does have the Coronet RT badging there on the doors. It'll also have it on the opposite side as well. And then also just to go over the weather stripping here up around the top of the door. door, your vertical seals here on your quarter windows, door jamb U seals, and your weather stripping here on the door all looks to be pretty new stuff. There's no rips or tears or chunks in any of it. So again, this stuff is going to seal up very, very nice for you and not let any of those outside elements in. Let's close our door up. And we'll continue walking around the rest of the car here. So as you can see, we've got the RT badging here on the quarter panel. Again, you can see all the trim, even the rocker trim down below, nice and straight all the way from front to back down there. Wheel lip moldings are in great shape. Our roof here, as far as the sail panel, you do have some nice bright work here down at the bottom. It is in perfect condition. No pitting whatsoever, polished up really nice. As a matter of fact, you can see all of our trim around our rear window. That is in great shape and all attached the way it should be. The rear glass is in great condition as well. Then we come back here to the rear trunk lid. Of course, the rear of the car, really big on these cars here. You could fit a lot in these trunks, but you can see the trunk, a big panel like this, and it is lined up and matched up very, very well with the rest of the car here. The gaps, elevations, everything looks good. As we get to the complete back of the car here, all of our taillight lenses, our bezels, all of that is in great shape. No chips or cracks in the lenses. The bezels are in very nice shape. Of course, you've got the cladding here on the tail panel of the car. You've got your Dodge badging up above and your RT badging here on the trunk lid as well. And again, you can look at that bumper on here. The chrome is just in terrific shape here. No pitting, no scratches whatsoever. Polished up really nice. Now what we'll do next is get the key and we'll go inside the trunk now and show you what that looks like. So the trunk does work off the key, the latch, everything all works as it should. As we raise that big trunk lid up there, you're going to notice the underside of the trunk lid all done in the black, just like the rest of the car. You even have the jack instructions back here too. All of your weather stripping and seals around your trunk are in excellent condition here. No rips or tears in any of that. All of your rain gutters and water channels back here, all good and solid, so it's going to direct water away from the trunk and not let it go in. Very nice trunk mat in the back of this car here. And the underside, you know, underneath this, as far as the trunk floor goes, we are going to have photos of that, but it is in excellent condition, solid all the way around. There's no patches, no holes or anything like that. Just good overall condition on this car. So we'll go ahead and close our trunk lid up, and then we'll continue our way around the passenger side. As I mentioned, this thing is nice and straight all the way down both sides here. These big panels, like I said, hard to hide defects, and you really don't need to on this car because there aren't any. It looks great. Matching RT badges here on the quarter panel on this side. All of that bright work and trim around the windows and around the roof line here, all in great shape. Your glass, as I mentioned, no chips or cracks or scratches there. Even the wing window, the seals and so forth around that are in great shape. Same thing with our door handle over here. No pitting whatsoever on there. You've got the rocker trim down there as well. That all looks good. Let's go ahead and take a peek at our interior now from the passenger side. Again, just overall great condition here. You've got the door panels and the armrests in good shape. You've got the Coronet RT up above there for the badging. Again, that dash is in excellent condition for a 67, and so is the seat upholstery. Again, no rips or tears, and look at the condition of that carpet. Couldn't ask for any better for a 67. Again, all of your weather stripping and seals, all in perfect condition on this car. We'll close that door up. Again, you see both doors shut very, very nice and easy. Your gaps on the passenger side, very nice and uniform on both the front and the back. And again, elevations are dead on. Of course, you got your fender mounted antenna right here for your radio. Again, you see the condition of the wheels and the tires as we've walked all the way around our car. So that brings us to the front end here. So this is going to be your typical 67 Coronet front end. The grill work, I think, on these cars is some of the nicest grill work that I've seen for, you know, OEM stuff. RT badging right there. You've got the Dodge up here on the leading edge of the hood. All of your bright work and trim, the molding around the leading edge of the hood and around that grill area, all in great shape. And again, very, very nice front bumper on this car. Now from this angle here from the front, you can see how well the hood does fit. Again, this is all steel hood, and again, it fits nice. Your windshield even too. No chips or cracks in the windshield. And again, nice set of windshield wipers there for you too. Nothing wrong with those. So let's go ahead. We're gonna pop the hood next. And we're going to go over the drive line a little bit here for you. So as we pop the hood, raise it up, of course the first thing we're going to go over is the underside of the hood. All done here in the black, just like the rest of the exterior of the car here. You do see it does have the hood insulation here, all tacked up the way it should be. You're not going to see anything hanging down here. This is all great condition here as far as the hood insulation goes. As far as the motor goes, now yes, this car originally did come with a 440 cubic inch Mopar engine, which is exactly what's in this car. The only thing that I can say though about it is we are not 100% certain if its numbers match. Back in '67, they did not do what they considered numbers match, but we did check it out. It is all period correct. You can see it's got the factory style air cleaner on there. Done up real nice here with like a textured black paint on that. Real nice look for it there. Got a set of chrome valve covers there. You do have the like the stock cast intake and the heads and so forth there. It does have the stock exhaust manifolds as well. Stock radiator along with the shroud and clutch fan there as well. You can see all of your heater lines over there are all hooked up and plumbed very nicely. You've got the stock style distributor with the coil underneath your air cleaner there. As far as the carburetor goes, it appears to be an Edelbrock 4-barrel carb with the electric choke on it. So, you know, just a little bit of an upgrade there. It is a power brake car, and it's 4-wheel drum brakes, and it does have the emergency brake all hooked up and working, and it is also power steering as well. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the engine. Now it is a full dual exhaust all the way back, dual mufflers, dual tailpipes. Transmission, it does have a 727 Torqueflite automatic transmission, shifts great. And as far as the rear end goes, it's an 8 3/4 inch Mopar rear. It's got a 323 shore grip rear in it. So that's going to be a really nice drive line for you. And again, this car, it's really a great car here that we've got on consignment here for you. So with that said, I always kind of end my walk around videos here with kind of going over pricing and you know, shipping, stuff like that. Now with this being a consignment car, the shipping and the warranty would not apply to that. But what we can do is, if you're interested in this car and there's maybe some accessories or something that you want to add to it, we can always still do that. All we ask is that you give us a phone call, an email, shoot us a text, let us know exactly what it is you're wanting to add to the car. We'll be more than happy to go to work for you and get you some pricing as far as the parts, the labor, and getting it installed for you, timelines and so forth like that. That's definitely something that we would definitely love to do for you guys out there that's interested in a car like this. Just anything it is that we can do to help maybe get you in your next classic car there, don't be afraid to give us a call and you know, ask us whatever questions it is you want. If there's ever any time you ever need any more photos or videos or anything that might not be on the site, keep in mind our site's going to keep about 100 photos of the car on there and the video. But again, if there's something you're wanting to see more in depth, just give us a call. We'll be glad to get that for you. So that's pretty much it. What we'll do now is close our hood up. We're going to get this on our lift, and as we always do, we're going to go through the entire underside on this car for you, fire the engine up for you as well. This thing is just as good underneath as what we just saw here up top. So we'll be right back here in a moment to do that for you. Hey folks, here we are once again back in our facility here on the lift underneath another one of our vehicles here that we're advertising. And today I'm going to show you the complete underside now of this 1967 Dodge Coronet RT. And yes, once again to remind you, it is a true Coronet RT car. So the underside on this car, just to kind of give a general, general brief description of it, this thing is actually in really nice shape that I've looked at it over real quick here. So what we're going to do is kind of go in depth more, go back through it front to back, tell you exactly what's here as far as the drive line, as far as all the running gear, the suspension, the steering, the braking, and of course we're going to go ahead and take a look at those floors and frame. So starting up here at the front of the car, the cross member up front, this is going to be your stock stuff. This is all in really good condition. Doesn't look like it's ever been hit on anything, looks really good. It does have a sway bar up here too. The sway bar bushings and the end link bushings, everything all looks really good condition on this car. Of course, all of your other suspension, your control arms and such, that's just going to be all of your stock OE stuff here. So your upper and lower control arms, all stock. Of course, with the Mopars, you had the strut rod suspension. So again, you've got the rod going from your control arm, lower control arm, up to that front cross member. You also have the torsion bars here also, and those are all in good shape. Everything looks good, even back where it fits through the frame sections here. Again, looks all good all the way up to where it fits into the control arms. Steering, it is a power steering car. The drag length, pitman arm, tie rods, tie rod ends all look to be in really good shape. The ends and everything all been checked over, and everything looks to be in good roadworthy condition on this particular car. As far as the braking system on this car, it is power brakes as well. But it is four-wheel drum brakes. Now, as far as wheels and tires, they kept it very classy looking, very classical looking, and very original by going with the Magnum 500 style wheel here, the chrome wheel, and these are 15-inch wheels all the way around. And then they've kept with the red line tires. Yes, these are Goodyear Polyglass bias ply tires. The size on those are the G70 15s. But they're in excellent condition. Again, a very nice classical look for this muscle car. We walk back in towards the center here, and now we'll talk about the drive line just a little wee bit here. So this is a 440 cubic inch Mopar engine. It is a period correct motor. The oil pan itself, drain plug and so forth, all dry, free from any leaks or drips. Of course, back here we've got our transmission. This is the 727 Torqueflite automatic transmission. All of our tranny lines, our pan, all of that nice and dry here on this thing. It even has the cover on the front to help keep any dirt and debris away from that flywheel. As we walk back a little further, of course, we've got our transmission cross member here. That is in great shape, along with the tranny mount itself. And then the actual output shaft seal on the transmission, nice and dry on there. Nothing coming off of that we can see here right now. We'll just kind of move forward just a hair here, and we'll do our exhaust system next. So of course you can see a full dual exhaust. It even ends with a set of tailpipes right underneath the rear bumper, but it starts up at the exhaust manifolds off of that 440 cubic inch Mopar engine. Of course, again, you've got all of your dual exhaust here. You've got the crossover pipe here, all welded in here. You've come back here to a set of mufflers here. I'm gonna guess these are probably just a standard set of mufflers, maybe a turbo style muffler here on it. And then of course, as we get a little further back here, we'll see the tailpipes a lot better. Drive shaft itself looks to be in good shape. It is going to be balanced, and it is going to help eliminate any kind of that drive line vibration and so forth that you might get from having a non-balanced drive shaft. As we look at the frame and the floors, everything looks really good underneath here on this car. The frame sections are all nice and straight. As you can see, brake lines and fuel lines are all run along the bottom of the car, out next to the pinch welds here, which, by the way, pinch welds on both sides, nice and straight. Rockers on both sides are good and solid all the way from front to back. The floors themselves, as you can see, they're in great condition too. They have been, it looks like they have at one time been undercoated, but I see absolutely no patching or anything like that. All your drain plugs and so forth are all installed. You even have all of your emergency brake cables all hooked up, and the emergency brake is all functional too on this car. So as we come towards the back now of the car, we'll take a look at the rear suspension. So what we have here, we've got a multi-leaf rear suspension here. The leafs on this thing on both sides all look to be in great shape. U-bolts and such, all your hardware in great condition. Shocks, again, all of our bushings and mounting hardware for our shocks all look to be in really good shape. Brake lines back along the rear end here, nice and dry all the way across. And again, this rear end here, this is an 8 3/4 inch Mopar rear. It's a 323 gear, and that is the shore grip differential inside there. So that is all in good shape. Again, wheels and tires on the back, nothing new to go over there. You can take a look at the condition of them. But again, the 15-inch Magnum 500 style wheel with those Goodyear Polyglass bias ply G70 15 redline tires. As far as the rest of what we can see back here, obviously we've got our fuel tank. Very nice looking tank back here. No dents or dings whatsoever. All of your mounting hardware and such are in good shape. As I mentioned, the exhaust system does have tailpipes here up over top of the rear end, routed correctly, and then back up here just shy of the rear end of the car here. As far as anything else here, your fuel fill hose and so forth, that is all in good shape. The actual rubber section of the hose doesn't look to be dry rotted or cracked or anything at all. Looks to be in good condition there. And of course, the trunk area here that we can see from underneath looks to be in great shape. Again, drain plugs all installed here, good and solid, no patching, no holes whatsoever. So that's pretty much it for the underside of our Coronet RT here. So what we'll do next is get this down off of our lift. We're going to open that hood up, fire that big 440 cubic inch Mopar engine up, and let you hear what that engine along with this dual exhaust all sound like.